Finding a way into Europe was way harder than we thought. Now we know why so many people say they're going to leave and don't. In this video, I'll announce which country we are starting our journey in and how we got to that decision. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. We're an American family of 3 moving from California to Europe. So guys, I landed a job in Germany. Woo! And we're so excited to head out there. After seeing it on a scouting trip earlier this year, we're over the moon. Well, that was the plan in 2020, and I didn't end up getting an interview, so that plan failed miserably. The real plan is for Liz to do another university degree, and for us to accompany her on a student visa. Well, at least that was the plan in July of 2020, but we didn't end up sending any admission applications out. Okay, I'll stop messing around. Our plan is to take our savings and to buy a place in Portugal on the golden visa. However, they took away that visa and we didn't have enough money, and that was the plan in January of 2021, but not anymore. So are you seeing a trend here? And this takes us to this year, 2024, the year of the Beagle. Don't fact check that. Liz has now become a US citizen. Woo! We are both feeling 100% ready to pull the trigger on one of our move to Europe schemes. And now, Spain had created a digital nomad visa. Nice. So in July of 2024, I asked my employer to go from a W-2 employee to a 1099 contractor to work remote from Spain. After one long, anxious month of waiting later, thinking positively that we'd be going to Spain with a job and income, in August of 2024, my employer came back with a no. That was our chance we had been working towards for years. I was already 95% remote there, only suddenly going to construction site visits. I thought if I offered a significant pay cut, they would take it, but it never got there in discussions. Hearing my boss say no was initially very deflating, but before hanging up the phone with him, I realized I was beyond ready to leave with our plan B, and getting their answer finally was great for closure. Their decision took so long that Liz and I discussed backup options in the background. We had decided on 1-year tourist visa in France as a second place, edging out opportunity card in Germany in third place. Do you want to move to France? Boom. We absolutely love France. The food, the culture, what they stand for, what they hold dear to them. Check out our What We Liked Most About Europe video if you're interested to hear more about that. So France has a great assortment of visa options and also one of the best tax treaties for us US Americans. It would be the ultimate adventure as we have almost zero language skills, French language skills, but we were thinking with a year off work we could do language courses and immerse ourselves into the culture. Bonjour, oui. So yay, we're going to France. Woo! We bought 3 one-way plane tickets to France. We also bought 3 separate 1-month Airbnb stays to Toulouse, Montpellier, and Nice, expecting to get a longer rental in either Lyon or Dijon after, positioning us near the next country we plan to go. After a year off in France eating baguettes, we plan to move to Germany on the new opportunity card visa for me to try and find a job to keep us in Europe long term. Good luck to me, right? No pressure. No stress, don't worry.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress?
I have to go back to our home continent if you don't get a job, but that's fine. It's fine, no big deal. So everything was moving quickly at this point. We announced our plans to our friends and families and the public. I was sitting out on the street going, we're moving to France, and people would just give me a quarter in my little cup and be like, all right. So now we fast forward to September. After all these years of planning and research, I was thinking we should take one last step back before we submit this French long stay visitor visa application and just look at every option one more time to make sure we're making the right choice. So with our updated requirements and goals as we keep changing as individuals, and now we have a daughter, I made a long list of all the visa options I could think of from the countries we were interested in living in. About 10 to 15 options ranked in priority order. And wouldn't you believe our plans? Almost zero language skills. And wouldn't you believe it? Once again, our plans changed. By the way, I'm sorry. I promise we're almost done here. And thank you if you're still watching. I remembered Spain as a similar non-lucrative visa as France. And since all of a sudden we were doing a non-lucrative tourist type visa, I thought, what if we started in Spain? Do you want to move to Spain, Lily? Yeah. Yay! Liz has dual citizenship in USA and Mexico. So not only would she be able to help me with the language, if we can manage to live legally in Spain for 2 years, we can apply for her Spanish citizenship, thanks to the Ibero-American Nationality Fast Track, which is huge. Getting a European country's citizenship is definitely one of our life goals at this point. The flexibility it could provide us makes me motivated to try for it, and potentially getting it in less than 3 years is wild. And that was that. I pitched my wife the new idea. She was 100% on board. So Spain on a non-lucrative visa to start. And we'll try and live slow and frugally while there, so we could have the chance to extend it long enough for Liz to apply for her citizenship. If not, and probably more likely, we start applying to jobs in areas of Europe we think we would like to live in. So in October of 2024, we officially applied for a non-lucrative visa at the Spanish consulate in San Francisco, all together as a family. So I called my boss and told him the plans, said I'd be turning in my resignation notice shortly after via email. And he said, "Wait, before you put in your resignation, give us time to discuss internally once more. We didn't know you were that serious about going to Europe." So all of a sudden we were in limbo again. At this point, I would have happily revoked the visa we had in at the consulate and lost the $1,400 we had already spent in exchange for a digital nomad visa, so I could earn some income and have a job while we're on this adventure to fund some travels around Europe. And a week later, my employer came back and said,
No.
Again. Back to the plan being Spain on a non-lucrative visa. I had mixed feelings, but time off with my daughter sounds priceless. Just more time in limbo, more stress, and more anxiety. Having quit my job and not knowing where, how, or when we'll be moving. Definitely an interesting position to be in though. Wondering where we'll be living next year and what language to practice. So I started learning Christmas jingles on the xylophone. But yet again, getting an answer helped with planning and easing some of our stress about the uncertainty of it all. As I've said before, I'm excited to be taking a year off of 9 to 5 office work and not having a boss. It honestly doesn't feel real until it happens. Today, as of filming this, Christmas of 2024, I have only a couple days left of work before I officially resign, and we are still awaiting the Spanish consulate's decision. It's now been over 2 months since we've applied. So that's that. Pending the visa approval, our plan is Spain. I'm not applying to any jobs, and if Spain says we're too young, poor, or ugly for the visa and deny us, then we'll be going to either France or Germany. And if there's any takeaway from this video, it's that things go to plan. So we are very excited for this next chapter in our journey. We have already moved from our previous apartment in the walkable downtown Walnut Creek to our temporary accommodation here in Sacramento while we are waiting for the visa decision. We are spending more time with family. We've downsized nearly everything we've owned. We've sold our car, all of our furniture, 80% of our closets, all of our houseware, trinkets, you name it. Gone, gone, gone. Our blankets, our towels, our silverware is gone. We are ready to get that visa approval and hop on a plane and really kick off this adventure. So if you'd like to come with us on this journey, please take a second to subscribe to the channel below. And that's all we had for today. I thank you if you're still watching to this point. You're a real one, and I appreciate you. Adios.